What's the weirdest, craziest thing you experienced this weekend?
I think Megan trying to tell me how to twerk. I think in my wildest dreams of all the things I thought I'd learned from that woman, her telling me that, it was a bit of an out-of-body experience. And everyone just dressing up in costumes and realising that everybody is just very weird. There was a lot of interesting dancing, which I wasn't expecting to see. Mainly because Megan suggested it, and I wasn't entirely sure what to expect. And I think coming here has been a totally different experience to what I was expecting, and a better one. It's been nice to come here for me and take some time for me.
You came a long way.
I did come a long way, yes.
From?
I came from, I'm from Wales, but I came from England.
And what are you taking home across the pond that you didn't come here with?
I think the word I used at the end of the session today was hope. Hope for myself. I definitely, might sound corny, but I do feel very empowered. I feel like I can have a lot more control over my life, and before I came, I felt like I was getting a little bit stuck with direction. Although I may not know exactly where I'm going, I feel much more confident going there now.
Why?
Because we had like discussions about tough conversations, and also just this whole weekend or week has been about prioritizing yourself and actually being okay with having those boundaries. And again, at the end of the day, you have one life and you need to live it properly.
How is that different from a normal ABA conference?
I actually have only been to like a few little ones because I live across the pond and they're kind of hard to come by. And I wouldn't really say this was a conference. It was just more of a retreat. It was just a totally different experience. And I think it was allowing us to be together in a community without, there's a lot going on in the field right now, without us all having our walls up. I feel like everybody felt like they were fighting so much when they arrived, and then everyone was able to like put their guard down and realize that they're around like-minded, compassionate people, so able to just be themselves as opposed to constantly trying to fight the fight and tell people they need to be compassionate. They would just know, because they're surrounded by other people who are already compassionate and just want to, as Megan would say, just to do better and make the field better.
What are you going home with that you didn't bring?
I think a sense of importance of myself and being able to put myself first. I often am like, yeah, for everybody else. And again, learning that you're not being selfish if you're prioritizing time for you. Like, I preach this to the kids and the families that I work with. Like, it's okay if you need to step back. It's okay if you need to do this.
What about the fun part? How did the crazy get out of your body fun contribute to your weekend?
I think it's just, that's also something I find particularly difficult. So it was kind of, I was given a space to do that. I feel like I'm quite wacky with my kids, but you don't always get to do that in a professional setting with like colleagues. Everything's always very serious. And for me, it was really nice seeing a lot of people who I kind of admire in the field as well, seeing them more as people, because you often only see them as the hat that they're wearing for, okay, I'm presenting, I'm leading this. And it was just nice to see the person, and then that everybody's actually a little bit weird, which I think is brilliant.